Want to own, and do you own or rent a home? Sure you do. Fortunately, Geico makes it easy to bundle your home and auto insurance. Good thing, too, because having a home is hard work. Go to geico.com. Could save a lot. Geico.com. Want to thank Coach K. We've had 3 weeks of really, really interesting guests. We try to give you a half hour, 25, 30-minute guest every day, second hour. From Mark Cuban to Charles Barkley to Bill Simmons. Just had Coach K. Rich Kleiman is KD's business manager. He was fantastic. We feel very, very fortunate. People have hopped on board the show. So LeBron James said yesterday he won't have any closure if the NBA season cancels. We're all crossing our fingers on that. There is some pessimism out there. There's also some optimism. I don't know if the NBA season is canceled. My guess is it's canceled in Los Angeles, meaning you'd have to have a centralized location. I'm a West Coast guy. I've lived in the South. I've lived in the Northeast. I've lived in the desert Southwest. I loved all of them. The West is different. It's more progressive, more liberal governors, bigger states, fewer people. We're smart. We've led the nation and the world in tech. It's the most creative region of the country, from Hollywood to tech. Most of our money is made on creation. Now, a lot of money in the Northeast is hedge funds and banking and law. Those are traditional businesses. A lot of non-traditional stuff out here. I love living out here. Again, the weather's better. We don't have a true winter outside of the mountains. And I think we have smart people. Very progressive governors up and down the coast. Washington, Oregon, California. And our governors are going to push back. They're going to push back on restarting the business. Governors in the South are going to save the SEC football season any way they can. Doesn't mean they're bad people, but there is a different sensitivity and sensibility out West. And I've lived in every corner of the country, so I speak from experience, and I don't believe there's another talk show host that's doing a national show that has lived in all four corners of the country. If there is, I don't know who it is. And every region is different. But the West Coast, we're progressive. Sometimes we're a little finesse. We don't have, in the Northeast, they're tough. Their basketball's tougher. The way they live is tougher. Smaller states, more people. You're fighting for everything. You're fighting at stoplights. Out West, we got a lot of space. We like the nice weather. That's why people from the East often move out to the West. They're tired of the rough winters. I think we were the first region to really jump on this, and that's why I love living here. We really haven't faced the kind of intensity and hospital surge other regions have. The downside is the West can be like a really protective mother. We'll probably be the last to loosen up. We got a lot of regulations out West. We do. We are heavy on the regulations. That saves us during a virus, and it may ding us a little bit economically because I think we're the last to go back in. We will be overly protective. I mean, the city of Los Angeles, L.A. County's got 10 million people. We have 200 deaths, 40 in nursing homes. I mean, this is the second biggest city in the United States. I don't think you're going to have basketball. I mean, the governor, who I like, Gavin Newsom, said 3 or 4 days ago he does not see the NFL season starting on time. Well, translation, the NBA season is over in Los Angeles because that would have to start in June, and the football could start in September. So the NBA season, LeBron's season, the Clippers' greatest season, it is not happening in Los Angeles, which tells me the centralized location ideas are the only ideas that can work because governors out West will push back big on this. They will. And governors have a lot of power. There are certain things federally where, Trump or whoever's in the White House can dictate, but governors will push back, and governors out West will push back. And I love the West. It's my favorite place I've ever lived. And many of the things we've benefited from in the last 2 months are because we're smart and we're on things early and we evolve and we're not stuck in the past. And that's why Silicon Valley fuels our economy. If Silicon Valley's helped everybody, if you'd see the building out West in the last 10 years, it's incredible. Everywhere, booming. But our governor in California is going to push back. He is, and that's who we are. And so I think the NBA season, unless they centralize the location, it's done at least in Los Angeles County. Okay, Greg Cosell, Jay Glazer, both our three. Been fun so far in LA. It's The Herd.